staff meeting of Toastmasters Club. The mission of Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, let me explain some basic rules of this meeting. Please put all the noise-making devices on silent. Second, I request all online attendees to mute yourself when you're not speaking. In Toastmasters meeting, we shake hands when we transfer control. Please clap whenever control is being transferred. Requesting all role players, speakers attending online to rename themselves as role_name. I will give you an example. SAA_just Guests can rename themselves as guest_Jenny. Please follow the following protocol. Mr. President, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. We will now have a round of guest introductions. I request each guest to tell their name, profession, and how they came to know about Toastmasters all in 50 seconds. Are there any guests? Nagappan?
Yes, we have. You can speak from there.
Hi, my name is Shubhati. I work with an HR with fashion it's an insurance organization. I came to know about Toastmasters. I did a online research.
Hello everyone, my name is Siddesh Walike. I'm into full-time teaching. I'm a chartered accountant, and I came to know about this club from my father. Just research about it. What to join.
Hello everyone, my name is Sanket today, and I'm a third year computer engineering student. I came to know I was actually searching for Toastmasters near my location from this one.
Members, identity, and I'm directing for my University Center for Financial Studies, and my dad suggested Toastmasters. This is technically my second meeting, but I have to the last one because I have. Good evening, I'm Vishal Roda, first year student of Symbiosis School of Economics. I'm currently first year BS Economics. We got to know about the our college.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Arushi, and I'm studying at Toastmasters School of Economics. So this will be my first
meeting. Good evening, everyone. My name is Atul. I'm pursuing MSc final year in West School of Economics. This is my class.
Moving ahead with the agenda, please help me welcome our Toastmaster of the day, TMOD Dhalge.
Hello everyone.
Am I audible? Am I audible? Other people?
Yes, you are.
Good
evening, Mr. President,
fellow Toastmasters,
and my dear guests. Welcome to another program of fun and learning of 695th chapter meeting of Toastmasters Club of Pune. I'm Harsh, the host for this evening. Let me explain the program of today. As we have benefit for the guests, the first half will be divided into consist of prepared speeches. 4 speakers will attempt their projects to deliver speeches on certain objectives. These speeches will be evaluated later by our senior members who will give their critical feedback. The second half will be impromptu speaking, in which you will learn how to speak fast and in a short time. So let me introduce my fellow colleagues who will help me and guide me to control and conduct this evening. To keep a track of time, we have a motivational speaker and interest including reading books and listening to music. Let us welcome Toastmaster Tamanna Ahuja. When I asked the question, what type of dessert would you prefer and why? Her answer was, after having her dinner, she likes to have faluda as she loves to have. Here, to keep the track of pause pillars that we use, we have a mechanical engineer working in automobile industry who likes swimming and gymnastics. He is Toastmaster Vijay Shetty. When asked the same question, his answer was, after a meal, he likes to have an ice cream or a dark chocolate, which helps him to keep and boost his mind to relieve his stress. To give us a critical feedback of the language that we use and highlight upon the good and not so good usage of the language, we have a game developer and a management enthusiast. A language evaluator loves reading books, writing, and gaming. Let us welcome Toastmaster Akash Bojraj. He will introduce the word of the day and the idiom of the day.
Good evening. I am hello. Good evening. I am Akash Bojraj. I'll be the language evaluator for today. I will introduce word of the day and idiom of the day. The word of the day is desserts. It means sweet food eaten at the end of meal. An example of this usage is everybody loves dessert. Would anyone want to volunteer and use this word in their own language? Any volunteers? You can just use that word, use the desert word in your sentence. Great, thank you. Now we'll take a look at idiom of the day. The idiom of the day is peaches and cream. It means a situation in which everything is present and easy. High school was never easy for some people. Like high school was never peaches and cream for some people. Would anyone like to use this idiom in a sentence? Yeah.
I got an expensive pair of shoes yesterday. So my father reminded me that money is not that.
Excellent, excellent. Now, we quickly so we'll get after using sorry the technical difficulty. So after we use this idiom, I'll be presenting a final report after everybody uses the idiom of the day and the word of the day. And of course, after we use idiom of the day and word of the day, please take a thumbs up and show appreciation of the usage. That's all. Thank you so much.
So now we get to know the word of the day and the idiom of the day. Someone else will be observing every single thing that will happen tonight. Later, that person will give us a feedback about the proceedings, about the environment, and the general community. So, to act as a general evaluator, we have an Egyptian currently living in Kuwait and loves to help as best as possible and has a goal to become a Toastmaster champion. When I asked the same question, her answer to the question was, after her meal, she would like to take anything sugary depending on her mood, such as ice cream, donut, cake, chocolate, etc. Let us welcome Toastmaster Azil Kanu.
Hello, can you all hear me well? Can you all hear me well?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, good afternoon or evening at your time. I saw you guys were looking for role players. GE was available. And I heard you guys talking about ice cream. I have a nice ice cream in the fridge. I'll be eating it after lunch. My job is to keep an eye on the whole meeting. I started writing the notes, but you will only hear it once I am called again. I wish you all the very best luck. So far, so good. The meeting is going so smoothly. All it's missing is a big scoop of ice cream sundae.
Thank you. Thank you. Moving ahead with the agenda, I will now invite our president to give his opening address. Our president is the founder of Toastmaster movement in Pune. He has been an active member for 27 years and served as All India head. He has traveled to 630 cities in 56 countries across all the continents, speaks a dozen of languages. He was a charter president of a club and came back to serve as a president again when we had a shortage of willing leaders due to pandemic. He is a foodie as he loves to have ice cream as a dessert option. I will just say briefly, he is a hodophile, mellophile, cinephile, bibliophile, and a polyglot. Means he loves traveling, music, watching movies, books, and languages. Let us welcome past district governor, distinguished Toastmaster Prasad Somi. Am I audible?
Online people.
Yes, audible.
Good evening, everyone, once again. Good evening. When Toastmaster Harsh announced the theme of the meeting, I went back to my childhood when we used to bring a pot, put milk, the essence of pista or actual mangoes in it, sugar, and kids used to move it around with ice and salt around that. And the adults used to treat us like that once a year. And we had other uncles and aunties all staying in Pune within a close periphery of 1 kilometer or so. So we used to go to their homes as well whenever they had arranged such ice cream pot party for everyone. It used to be fun because all the family members used to be together at that time. Not only the immediate family, even some others who were visiting from other towns used to be there, and neighbors and other kids used to be there. So we used to be about 20-25 people eating ice cream from that pot. It was unlimited for everyone, and it used to be great fun because this used to be a highlight of our summer. Later on, as things evolved, as ice cream became easier to procure and cheaper to procure as well, things changed. We now just go to a ice cream parlor and buy as much as you want, keep it in the refrigerator and eat as much as you want every day. But it doesn't have that camaraderie, that fellowship, that fun that we had when 20 persons ate ice cream together. So today we have an occasion that we are going to have ice cream together along with 20 others. So let us cherish that moment where we have fun together, where we eat together. Maybe the youngest member here would eat and her hands would get full of ice cream, and we would love that. And the mother will scold her, but we'll tell the mother, oh, shut up, don't scold her. Let her eat as much as she wants, and so on. So we will have that fun today, possible because of the theme of the meeting. And as a coincidence, I got delivery of my car last week, so I'm thinking of treating all of you to that. I have already thought of treating you all of to that, and I've arranged that the ice cream vendor delivers kulfi here right at the canteen. Plus, since ice cream is not something which you would have a lot, some of you may have challenges of sugar or diabetes. We have also arranged other things such as samosa, sandwich, and vada pav, and whatever else the canteen can offer. If you have any challenges with sugar, you can take tea without milk or coffee without milk and sugar, and so on. We have arranged many options. Please stay on after the meeting. Join us at the canteen so that we all can have fun together. As our Toastmaster of the day will go through the process of ice cream making and what are the different type varieties of ice cream available, I'll just share one or two which I have tried, which are unique. In Southeast Asia, where I lived for many years, they give ice cream on a bread. There are ice cream vendors who go on a bicycle with a refrigerator in front of them, and they take a scoop, put it on a slice of bread, put another slice on top of that, and you eat that as ice cream sandwich. And there is one place in Pune which gives you ice cream pakoda. I think it's in Chinswad, where they serve you an ice cream inside a dough, and they deep fry it, and give you. So it's hot and cold at the same time. I have not tried that, but many of my friends have tried. It's in Pune. So someday we should go there and try that. Maybe that can be our meeting place sometime. With that, I leave you with the Toastmaster of today. Think of various options of ice cream in your mind. Thank you, Mr. President, for your inspiration. As the word ice cream what comes in your mind? Mouth-watering effect or something other else? Or going back to your old days, licking your hands with handful of ice cream. So ice cream. Moving back to the word ice cream. Ice cream is a sweetened frozen food, typically eaten as a snack or a dessert. It is made up of from milk or cream or a flavored essence, which was sweetener either with a sugar or an alternative spice, such as cocoa or vanilla. Yes, as this food or this dessert is consumed by all age groups, including with their different taste and including different types of flavors in it. The meaning of the word ice cream varies from one country to another, as ice cream or gelato. Sorry, ice cream and gelato is based on cream and milk. Frozen yogurt based on yogurt or kefir. Okay, kefir, as you mean, the word is fermented milk, which is type like the word kefir is like a bacteria or a yeast which is used for fermentation. Frozen curd with eggs to add cream and sugar. Ice milk we can see. Sharbat we call as here or ice cola or we call in Marathi. Popsicles, the English word of the ice cola, or water based like frozen cola, frozen lemonade, what we used to hide in a fridge when someone is out or something. In some countries, such as United States, ice cream applies to only a specific category, like specific variety, and most of the government regulate as a commercial, and it has been available worldwide that it can, as our president sir told that it is accessible now to everyone. First, to give peaches and cream blend is a meeting, we begin with the agenda today. The first half consists of 4 prepared speeches from the communication and leadership manual. Each speech has a specific limit of a specific time limit and a certain type of objective. That's why we call it as a project. Each project teaches us different aspects, such as different aspect of public speaking, such as body language, vocal language, vocal variety, and persuasive skills. The speakers will try to learn several such projects. The first speaker will attempt level 1 project 2. That is, for example, title writing speech on a purpose. The evaluator for this speech is Toastmaster Parag Shinde. The time allowed is 5 to 7 minutes. Means the lighting sequence should be green at 5, yellow at 6, red at 7, and the buzzer will sound at 7.5 minutes. The title of the speech is Social Rules to Follow. As the speaker is a 12th class student, he is passionate about entrepreneurship and economics, loves to play tennis, and a hardcore cinema lover. As I asked the same question, his answer was he loves to eat butterscotch flavor ice cream. So let us welcome Toastmaster Yes Jacket.
How many of you know what are social rules? How many of you know what are social rules? So, social rules are the most human social activities. With social rules are the most social human activities which are organized and regulated as a system of rules. Social rules help us to build up a respectful character, a good behavior, and a positive image in a society. So good evening, everyone and all present here. My name is Yash. And today I am going to speak about some of the basic social rules and regulations that we need to keep in our mind. So the first one is treat your cleaner with the same respect as you treat your superior. No one will be impressed if you just treat your cleaner as rude with a rude and arrogant behavior, but people will notice if you just treat them with respect. Be nice and kind to your cleaner. Be nice and kind to your driver, to your waiter, to someone who offers your service. And treat them with the same respect. The second one is if one of your colleagues tells you that they have a doctor's appointment, just don't ask why. Just reply them, I hope you are okay. Because because invading someone's personal space will not give you this, because just don't put them into an uncomfortable position of having to tell you their personal problem or their personal illness. Now, third one is when you are wrong, just say sorry, and just don't ruin your apology with just giving some excuses. Uh, with just giving some excuses just to justify what you have done. The fourth one is just don't ask awkward questions like, "Are you married? How much money do you earn? Why don't you have kids? Why don't you have house? Or why don't you purchase a car?" Because this is not of because this is not none of your business, and something. Uh, this is something they are related to. So we do not invade their personal space. Now I would like to narrate a story. A few years back, I came to Pune for my higher education. For my higher education, my father admitted me to a hostel, and the only thing that I didn't know, the main thing which I didn't know was some social rules to follow. Uh, I never knew how to talk to respect your watchman, how to talk to respect your cook or your housekeeper, and I never knew that. And I never knew that if someone shows you a photo on their phone, you are not supposed to swipe left or right to invade their personal space. And I never knew that if someone treats you for lunch or dinner, you are not supposed to we are not supposed to order some expensive dishes from the menu. And just following through this, I realized that I was becoming egoistic, I was becoming arrogant, I was becoming selfish. And at that moment, I just came into contact with the book, named Get to the Top, the 10 social rules to follow. But this was the book by Sunil Sethi, and I followed that. And after reading this book, I came to understand what basically the importance of social rules are there in your life. Uh, then I started implementing those rules in my life. I just practiced those rules in my life, and I saw that change in me. Then from from an arrogant personality, I just turned into a polite person, a peaceful person, and not only social rules, helps you to become that kind of person, but but respectful character, a polite communication, and some of the basic human behaviors. And there was a quote written in that book by Sadhguru. Uh, if people are being nasty towards you, if people are being nasty towards you, just try love first. If uh, 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 if that doesn't work, then try compassion. And if that too doesn't work, just try to maintain distance with them. The last social rule that I would like to say is just smile. Because smile is free of cost, and if you just smile to whoever you meet and to wherever you go, that would just build up your social character and your good behavior in the society. And at last, I would just like to say practice gratitude, and say thank you to everyone you meet. And at the last, I'd like let us pause for 30 seconds to write a feedback for this speech. Does anyone know the origin of kulfi? Yeah, I will tell you a short story of it. In 16th century, the Mughal Empire used relays of horsemen to bring ice from the Hindu Kush to its capital Delhi. The ice was used in fruit sherbets. They had a drink, that sherbet, they had to put ice in it. It was also used to create kulfi, like sir told, in a big pot with salt and ice and whatever flavor you like to mix in.
a popular frozen dairy dessert from the Indian subcontinent, oftenly we describe as Indian traditional kulfi like this. And this emerged with different types of flavors. Like now we get different types of kulfis like mawa kulfi, for example, faluda, etc., or mango kulfi. Yeah, in that flavors arose, the same tradition of the recipe continues. Now, I'm coming to the second speaker. The second speaker will attend level 1 project 2. The title of the project is Evaluation and Feedback. The evaluator for the speech is Toastmaster Ravin Chetty. The time allowed is the same as above, 5 to 7 minutes. The lightning sequence would be 5 at green, yellow at 6, and red at 7. The buzzer will sound at 7.5 minutes. The title of the speech is My Speech. The speaker is an educational coach by profession and an ambivert, strongly believes in process of learning, gaining knowledge, and upgrading skills with the time. And her passion lies in its English, passion lies in its language of English and literature. Let us welcome Toastmaster Neha.
Very good evening to all of you. Good evening, President, fellow Toastmasters, and their guests. The topic for me today is daughters of blessing. When I look at her, I see my present, my past, my future. I see her dressing up and wearing the makeup on her face. I see her running in the garden, picking up flowers and bringing up to me. I see her smile, and at that moment it makes me feel that she belongs to me. When I had this little baby in my womb, it was a feeling of having or being on cloud 7 because I saw a mini me growing. Out of all of the souls in the world, this little Dane chose me as her mother. It was a feeling of divine and heavenliness. Wrapped in the love, tenderness, graciousness, this angel was sent down on earth. And that's why I really believe when people say that when God really wants you to be happy for a lifetime, He's going to bless you with a God. I vividly remember the day when this little Dave was born, and there was a loud cry in the hospital, which made people assume that it's a baby boy. And before the doctor could declare, I was very shocked that my bunch of happiness and that my bundle of peace, my bundle of cuteness in life, everything that has come together for me as a joy is definitely a baby girl. I somehow knew it. I knew it for sure. Her birth marked progress and brought a lot of growth in our life. I remember I was in a time when life was very difficult for us. We had a certain issues in life, and things were getting difficult, and the struggle was real. The reason for survival was not seen, and everything was just haywire. That her presence in the life, those itsy-bitsy feet when walked in my life, completely changed the scenario. It motivated us to do better. It escalated our growth. It got us goodness, her sense of fragrance, her little giggles and everything was turned around and made us feel life is so beautiful. I mean, what is this? Something that I had not experienced for so long. That feeling of heavenliness and blessedness. And also her energy, her aura made me realize that how a semi-divine individual or a semi-divine soul can live with humans. So when people ask me, narrate what are your experience that you want to talk about your daughter, and I think I can just go on together for us. So those giggles were like euphoric to my ears, and those wobbly walks were like those moments that I could capture in my heart forever. Those broken, fragmented words felt like success unlocked, and then falling down and getting up was an everyday story in my house. She got me a lesson. One foot at a time, one step after the other. A baby step will definitely lead you to a better future. Walking her, looking at her send her little $1 million smiles, those tears and grins is something that I want to captivate and gather and hold with me as a treasure forever. So, like a mother, the bonding that she shared with her father was altogether different. The crown that she wore and the pride that she walked with is something worth celebrating. I really am at times I'm awestruck looking at how a tough man, or like a sturdy tough man, can really melt with a teddy bear huggy and a kissy and a love you daddy, and can indulge himself in playing like a Barbie at a tea party, or just dress up a doll with florals and feathers and shoes and handbags. So I believe daughters have that part. They have that power to influence. They have that power to create an impression and melt a heart. But I think motherhood is not just about raising and enjoying the goody things with a child. It's something more to it. And that more is something that I want to be an inspiration to my daughter. An inspiration in a way where she gains her strength and she learns a lot and how to deal with it. So to this, I remember someone saying that a mother could radiate self-love and self-acceptance in the daughter or in a relationship, vaccinate the daughter from low self-esteem. So I want to be that person. I want to be the strength, I want to be the courage, I want to be the words of fortitude for her. So to this little dream, I want to say that dear girl, my dear little baby, I want you to be you. In your life, I want you to be you. It's okay to wear jewels and jewelries. It's okay to sparkle and shine with stones and gems. But it's important that you sparkle with words of wisdom. You sparkle with your own strength and courage. Explore the world. Experience the world. Go ahead. You will fall. You will wake up. You will get up. Things will happen. Just trust in the process. Trust that something that is meant for you is sure to happen. Things will show up. Things will show up. And that's why I want my child to bloom and to flourish and to grow. This is the way I'm experiencing myself. Daughters are a blessing, and I'm truly blessed to have them. Thank you.
Let us pause for 30 seconds and write the feedback for the speaker. Moving to the before development of modern refrigeration as we use now, ice cream was a luxury and a reserved for special occasion product. It was quite luxurious. Ice was cut from the lakes and pounds during the winter and stored in on the holes on the ground or in the wooden frame or brick ice houses were used using the insulation made of straw. Many farmers and plantation owners from the US in the United States, including US presidents like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, used this same method, which they cut and stored the ice in the winter for the use in the summer. Ice cream was made in the large bowl placed in the tub fitted with ice and salt. This is called pot freezer method, the traditional way of storing and keeping the ice cream. Now coming to the third speaker. The third speaker will attend project level 3. The title of the project is Deliver Social Spaces. The objectives of this speech are: we have to honor people by raising a toast in many occasions. As this speech is to give an example of such an occasion. The evaluator for this speech is DTM Nagappan sir. The time allowed is the same as the previous speech. The title of the speech is Toast in Honor of Visionary. Our speaker will give speech in honor of Mr. Anand Deshpande, Chairman and MD of Persistence System. The speaker is an engineer with MBA. He is an author, a corporate professional, and a turnaround expert. His interests include technology, books, scriptures, drawing, and painting. The answer to the question was: He prefers mango ice cream, and as the sweet taste remains with us for a long time. Let us welcome Toastmaster Nandan Bhojwal.
Today, I saw some people coming late, but I don't blame them because in Pune, our tradition is that if somebody drives it properly, cautiously, and with all rules, then Pune people look very angrily to that fellow. So I can understand. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, President. Good evening, Toastmasters of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, we are going to discuss about a great gentleman whom we know as a managing director, chairman of the Persistent Systems conglomerate. Anand had I met in one of the housewarming ceremonies, and after that we kept on meeting again and again. When I was young, I was told that we can understand the greatness of a person based on how he treats the other people. So I observed him to understand how he is treating other people, and then I could not stop observing him because of sheer admiration for him. He has a great way of bringing people together. He has a very unique pleasure of enjoying the other people's successes. He enjoys and takes great pride in helping other people. So, we all know him because he is a chairman and managing director of a huge conglomerate which is having 80 offices in 19 different countries. He is also in the fourth list of very rich people in the world. But I will tell you something today about him, which is a very heartwarming fact. There is an interesting story attached to when he started his business. Maybe it is 25, 28 years back when he came back from America with his MSc in computer engineering and also a PhD. And he needed 4 lakh rupees. At that time, 4 lakh was a big sum. He needed 4 lakh rupees for buying the computers and he needed a small space in the software technology park. However, when he approached the banks, his loan was refused. Because the bank people were not able to understand at that time the importance of the software at that point of time. Also in the software technology park, he was not even given a space of 300 square feet. So what happened? By the miracle of God, we can say there was a change in the taxation law in America, and he had paid some taxes which America government refunded him, so that he got 2 lakh rupees back in India. And the balance 2 lakh rupees he got from the other people, his friends, his relatives. And the rest is history. He started his company, and now we know it is one of the very big conglomerates. So, when I see him today being interviewed on TV, being interviewed on media, I always see him that he always mentions all the people who have helped him in the initial phases. And he has no bitterness about the people who have spurned him. He has only something good to say about the people who have helped him. That is one of his wonderful characteristics, I should say. The other thing is that he always would like to motivate others in their endeavors, like he has motivated me when I was writing a book, and because of that I got a lot of positive energy. Why he is called a visionary is that though he is employing 22,000 people in different countries, he realized that even him or the government cannot give employment to all. So he decided that we have to create entrepreneurs. And he has started a foundation called as Day Asra Foundation, who helps the entrepreneurs to start their business, to run their business and becoming more profitable. So with that, the wonderful thing is that he has been able to help 25,000 entrepreneurs who have started their businesses and they are doing fine. So we can understand how many employees he might have touched outside his company and help them to earn their living. The other great aspect which I see is that for anyone, for you, for me, the life is not peaches and cream. It has its own difficulty. So he has done quite a big endeavor. So he must have come across very big difficulty. So, but whenever I saw that, he never had a difference, a frown on his head. He always had a smile on his face. So it reminds me of a great Sanskrit book that Uday Savita Raktasya Astamayatata Sampatto Vipatto Madana Ekrupada. The meaning of this is that when the sun rises, it is red, and when it sets, also it is red. Similar to that, great people are having the same expression of smile, or same expression, even if they are in a big calamity or if they are very happy. So I really wish him all the best for his future, and I would like to thank him for being our Superman, our supermodel, and our superpower. So without much ado, I would like to raise a toast for him, and I request you to give him a big applause. Thank you very much. Over to the Toastmaster project.
Let us pause for 30 seconds to give the feedback for the speaker. Coming forward, the topic ice cream. We have seen many experiments with the use of ice cream, like in hot fried ice cream, or we can say like chocolate type of ice cream, or we can say a normal deserted ice cream, or you can say the traditional kulfi what we eat, or a different type of form factor like cups, spoons, or type of bottles, or type of different types of containers. In 2006, a company named Dipping Dots had tried the same kind of experiment, which is now a booming business for them. Like what they used liquid nitrogen to make the ice cream. The ice cream was not the full form of ice cream, but which we make from dry ice or something. It was just milk, essence, and some kind of other flavor and spice. Only used in liquid nitrogen, dipped in it, and dropped some drops in the liquid nitrogen. Whatever the remains, the drops were directly converted into liquid to solid, and further the company gave it in different flavors like what we see here now. And we don't get in India. The different dots only serves in US. And again, we see different types of ice cream companies like Naturals, what we can say in Pune, we can say Apsara ice cream, which gives different types of bread like pani puri flavor, what we can say, or Peru flavor, or we can say coconut, tender coconut, etc. So this type of experience we also do at home sometimes, but we fail. So we go there and visit the places to have a good brunch. So the fourth speaker, coming to the next speaker, the fourth speaker will attend level 4. The title of the project is Manage Change. The objectives of this speech are is to practice developing a change in a management plan. The evaluator for the speech is Toastmaster Kailash. The time allowed is the same, 5 to 7 minutes. Means the lightning sequence would be green at 5, yellow at 6, and red at 7. The buzzer will sound at 7.5 minutes. The title of the speech is An Inevitable Phenomenon in One's Life. the speaker, is a graduate in microbiology, loves to play football and cricket, loves to watch test cricket, women test cricket, AEW, and Premier League matches. His interests are cricket, football, wrestling, and drawing. As his answer to the question was, after having a meal at home, he prefers to have a strawberry ice cream as he finds it soothing for his soul. Or after having a meal at a fancy restaurant, he prefers a caramel custard, or it may as his go, or it would be as his go-to dessert. So let us welcome Toastmaster Tej Sharma.
I would like to start my speech by stating this quote: "Change is inevitable, growth is optional," by John C. Maxwell. Good evening, Mr. President, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guests. In the walk of life, there are certain circumstances that make certain changes to occur in everyone's life for the better or for the worse. During the phase of adolescence, we become so self-obsessed with ourselves that sometimes we think to ourselves that we are the most perfect people in the world and nothing is wrong with us. This makes us to be hesitant with the idea of change, and we often get angry or frustrated with everyone around us. For example, with our parents or with our mentors, if they give us a opinion to us, like if they want some changes to happen with us, we are always angry with them during that phase of life. And hence, it leads to a situation where we do not accept change at most of the time. Tej Sharma is a prime example when it took me 22 years to come to the fact that I need a significant change in my life, and it would be better for me for my own self growth. As I was growing up, I was riding on a lot of negative emotions such as anguish, unhappiness, and low self-esteem. These factors were due to the circumstances like having to move from Thailand to India, my father working in Mumbai while the entire family was in Pune. The language barrier, because I used to only converse in the Thai language and eventually in the English language, and I had absolutely no clue about what Marathi is, and I also endured severe bullying in my school and college days. With time, I realized that I need to be that person to bring out a change in myself. And it was at this time where my mother also tried her level best, but I eventually realized that it is me and only me to be that catalyst to bring out a change in myself. It is at this point of time where I was introduced to Toastmasters and my journey with them has ever since began. Initially, I was shy, not confident, and I also had my own apprehensions about whether I could speak in a crowd. Toastmasters helped me in changing my own behavior, my attitude, and my outlook towards myself. The changes in my behavior and my attitude helped or benefited my family and my friends, because earlier I used to not accept any emotions, but due to these changes, I am now an emotionally receptive person. These changes help me in maintaining the special bonds that we have with our families, friends, and also help me creating new friends, and also made me think. It eventually changed my mentality into thinking that you should not be afraid of what other people think about you. Toastmasters has transformed me to be a better leader. For instance, with the role of the club SAA. Due to some issues with the previous SAA, the entire pressure or burden fell on the president and the VPP. And in the next elections, I was elected to be the next club SCA. And before I was taking up this role, I had my own apprehensions about whether I am capable about doing this role. But I had to change my own mindset, and I changed my mindset with good confidence and zest. I accepted the rules and regulations set by the president, and I tried to follow it with my whole heart, and I tried my level best to follow these rules. And I was trained very properly by the district. For the role of the club SAA, I would reach the venue at 4 p.m. so that I can prepare the seating arrangement and set the room perfectly for the meeting to happen. I diligently played this role and I tried my level best to perform it to my best. I felt happy and positive, and I was able to change the misconception about how the role of the club SC has to be played. And I was tremendously happy because I was able to reduce the burden on the president of the VPP. And I could see that the president did not have any pressure on him when I was playing the role of the club SCA. And while playing the club SCA, it taught me a lot to be a responsible person. It also taught me the skills of time management, and it also taught me how to be a reliable person to other people as well. This shows that a positive attitude towards change and accepting change in a correct manner helps not only us but also to everyone around us and also for the organization. Change is inevitable in everyone's life, and accepting change is not only helps you but it also evolves you as a person in going forward. My progressing days with Toastmasters and my own determination to bring along a change within myself has helped others as well as myself to get rid of the old version of myself and to bring out a new version of me. Over to you, Toastmasters.
Let us pause for 30 seconds to give the feedback for the speaker. Does anyone know how many flavors are now existing? How many flavors of ice cream are now existing in the world? Does anyone? Million. Not an exact number. There are thousands of flavors of ice cream, and many more keep up getting each year. So, like from permutations to combinations with homogeneous mixtures of different kinds of spices, what we can say different types of flavors, we get different types of ice cream to eat. From rolls to your cups, from cups to your cones, from cones to your waffles, etc. So let us have the timer's report now. Toastmaster Samantha, can you give the exact timing of this course?
Yes, you have to 5 minutes, 14 seconds.
5 minutes 14 seconds.
5 minutes, 14 seconds.
Again, speaker.
We have to 5 minutes, 39 seconds. Number 2, 6 minutes, 21 seconds. Age 2 minutes, 35 seconds.
So let us cast our votes for the best speaker now. All speakers have been qualified. So let's cast the votes.
got a question, tear it out.
I'm launching code for online course. If you are online, don't vote offline. I voted only one thing. So, as I said, there are 1,000 flavors of ice cream and minimum 18 each. Does anyone think this ice cream fan club what we have formed all over the world, what would it be? Shall it would be decreasing or increasing every time? Uh, let's play a small game. Anyone from you, please tell me how's your first ice cream experience? A good nice ice cream which you have ever tasted and you want to taste again and again. Yeah. So my hometown is Mangalore, and Mangalore is famous for its ice cream. Yeah. So there is a brand of ice cream called Ideal Ice Cream, and that ice cream is so good. Even my cousins who are born and brought up in UK and US, they come to Mangalore and they say, "I want to eat Ideal Ice Cream." It's that good. So, like one of their most famous Sundays is the Gadbad ice cream, and they have a lot of Sundays over there. And it's like a part of their of the Mangalorean culture to go to Ideal Ice Cream and have an Ideal Ice Cream. Like how people will want to go to Good Luck or Vaishali in Pune. So, like that is what Ideal Ice Cream is to people of Mangalore. When I was in Thailand, there was a ice cream parlor. I don't know, it was known as 20. Over there, you get an ice cream which is just green in color, but it's not the pista flavor. It's not like the mint, not the purina flavor, but it's a proper mint flavor. So I like that. And whenever I go, if I want to go to Bangkok, then I go there. And
yeah, so since childhood, I've been always fond of, raspberry and mango. That comes very handy nearby. Very, yeah. So that's my continuous pull to raspberry and mango.
Yeah. I have tried something known as Bajira Mastani at one time. It was started by a shop called Gujar Cold Drink House near Post. Later on, Sujata Mastani brought out a version called only Mastani. And that has become more popular because it's in Sadashipet, whereas this is very close to the red light area, Gujar Cold Drink House. But they were the pioneers in this aspect. It used to be awesome.
I would like to share experience. Was the chapter is based out of Pune.
that was my first foreign trip. Looking forward to the trip. One of the brands of ice cream that was called as KDT, the Chinese cream. The ice cream which they prepared was something which I had never tasted in my entire life. The quantity and quality of the and the different flavors that they serve in shop.
Anyone online folks? Varun wants to share the experience. We can hear from Varun, Asil.
Sir, I just like kulfi. I like malai kulfi to eat.
You you called? You called?
Would you like to share an experience of ice cream?
Sure. It's just I had a hard time remembering my first time I had ice cream because all my life is ice cream. But I do remember specifically it's soft cream. You know what it is, right? Anyway, my experience with ice cream, this sugary taste sweet you put in your mouth, how it goes so soft you eat, especially when it's during the summer. Call me crazy, but even sometimes in winter I could grab ice cream. Why would you take something cold? Well, we cannot say no to ice cream, even if it's in the coldest weather in the world. Even if I do sometimes get brain freeze, it's worth it. So ice cream is worth it for brain freeze and in cold weather, if anyone's crazy like me.
Anyone else? So let us have a break of 5 minutes. Continue the next part. Neha, what's her name?
Anya.
Okay. So Arya, you will be called to speak. Let's speak about some topic.
Random topic.
I will give you a topic.
Yes, she would definitely participate.
You would like to yes. The one who looks like his or her mother is always happy. Is that correct? Do you understand what I can be? Corporate schools. Now, it's time for evaluation. The best part. The 5 evaluators will give their written and oral feedback to the targeted speaker, but they will also give some feedback in 2 to 3 minutes here. The timing sequence is green at 2 minutes, and yellow at 2.5 minutes, and red at 3 minutes. The buzzer will sound at 3 minutes 30 seconds. The first speech was given by Toastmaster years will be evaluated by someone who has 6 plus years experience in HR and 8 plus years experience in training. He has also worked with companies such as Reliance Industries and Hitachi Group in the past. He is also an NLP practitioner and likes to go to gym, travel, and listen to music and connects to people. And the answer to the question was it solely depends on his mood and how subtly emotions are connected to it. For example, at times he loves to eat gulab jamun. At times he would love to eat rasmalai, and at times he loves to eat ice cream. So let us welcome Toastmaster Parashiri.
Hello everyone, a very good evening, respected president, fellow Toastmasters, and all my dear friends. So I'm here to evaluate Yash's speech, and his topic was social rules to follow. So he mentioned about the significance of social rules in a very positive way. He started with an engaging question, probably this was a positive thing. He highlighted certain areas which we should not be focusing upon while communicating. So that showed that he had clarity about the topic. He also related his own life. He narrated about his own story and the transformation that he could bring in his own approach. From he being a rude person is what he mentioned to the polite person, right? So this also showed that he has certain learnings about his own life. He also mentioned about the book 10 Rules to Follow that he read, and this shows he had practiced it and possibly focused on bringing it in his own life, right? He also mentioned about the quote and used it in a very wise way. Few recommendations over here are you could be more calm and composed in your approach, which would obviously come by practicing. So you'll have to practice it for several times, obviously it will help you out. You can also focus on maintaining eye contact, right? And also you would have utilized the space around here. Hope you come up with more such wonderful speeches and would come up in speeches and free way. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster for your evaluation. Secondly, many things are going around in the world. Like in 1 minute, we see different types of things happening around us. As the global warming is increasing, the temperature has been rising, and we have been craving for a lot of ice cream nowadays. As the room is cold, the weather outside is hot. Let us have another evaluation. The second speech was given by Toastmaster Neha and will be evaluated by the past president of TMCP, a Toastmaster for 8 years, and currently the COO of Drinkwater Daily. He likes to watch YouTube, Netflix, and football. He loves reading, listening to music, traveling, and practicing meditation. Let us welcome Toastmaster Ravi Chet.
Mr. President, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests, a very good evening to all of you. There's no energy. We're going to eat ice cream later. Be excited. Say good evening. Good evening. So today, target speaker Neha Sangla delivered a very emotional and beautiful speech, telling her what is her relationship and the level of her bond with her daughter. So let's see how she performed. First of all, when it comes to clarity, she was loud and clear. She made use of good grammar and language to convey her message and her emotions. Also, her speech was quite well constructed, in my opinion. Her speech had a good introduction where she spoke about she started with some kind of quote, how her daughter came into her life, the feelings she expressed then. Then she moved on to incidents that are current, and then she moved on to events in future, like what she wants, what she expects of her daughter, and what her daughter may expect from her mother. Such things. So I really like the way her speech was constructed. She also made a good use of vocal variety, wherein she was stressing on certain words and the words were stressed in such a way that she was conveying some kind of emotion in connection to those words. And so her emotions about a particular incident or about her daughter were very well portrayed with the use of vocal variety. Also, I observed that the audience was quite thrilled listening to her speech, especially when she's talking about something like a beautiful relationship between a mother and her child. She gave her speech with great interest and love, and that was very much eminent to her emotions and her expressions. And that was something that I really liked. The gestures that she used for her speech, they were apt, they seemed natural, they were purposeful and expressive, and mostly they were very genuine and real. Of course, I mean, she cannot fake her love for her child, that's impossible. I just have a few suggestions for her. One thing is that I felt her eye contact was less towards this side of the room. So she could have, had equal eye contact distribution throughout the room. Another thing that I felt is her speed of delivering the speech was very speedy. It was probably due to the rush of serotonin and adrenaline. You were so excited to deliver the speech. Unfortunately, it was too fast, and even your hand gestures were very fast as you were delivering your speech. So stay calm and composed always when delivering a speech, however excited you may be. Other than that, I have no other recommendations. If you follow these recommendations, especially being calm and composed, I think you can be a better speaker and you deliver your speech even better next time. Over to Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravi, for a wonderful evaluation consisting of the desert element, which helped the targeted speech. Now, coming to the next evaluation, the third speech was given by Toastmaster Nandan, will be evaluated by Toastmaster for last 9+ years in IT professional working with Japanese IT company in Pune, interested in personal finance, public speaking, and physical fitness. Recently started Reiki and a regular follow of TMOD. Let us welcome Toastmaster Nagappan.
Am I audible? Honorable President, Area Director, and Deputy Director, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My target speaker, Toastmaster Nandan. Good evening to all of you. Good evening. Today, we are going to have a theme of desert. We are having a theme of desert. And so let me use ice, not ice cream, to evaluate the speech given by Toastmaster. And then, the first one is the intent or objective of the speech. He has given a speech more like a toast. The IC toast was Sir Anand Deshpande. Let us look at whether he has achieved the intention or the objective. He came here, he explained the very good things which Mr. Anand Deshpande has done, how he guided him, how he has mentored him, and also he proposed a toast for him. So that way he simply met the objective for the purpose of the speech. But that well. Second one is content. How he has delivered the content of the speech. I think he started explaining about why he is delivering the speech. Also about various examples or various discussions which he had or what type of mentorship he has taken from him. He explained all the things point by point, one by one. So that way he has also explained to us the content wise. Also the speech started with a very good opening about the purpose of the speech. Then he explained, then he concluded by wishing him all the best to Mr. Anand Deshpande. Only in the conclusion could have made a little differently because currently I'm not sure if Mr. Anand Deshpande is listening to the speech. I'm not seeing it in this. So in that case, maybe he could have given some message to all the audience here. Maybe Normally, when we are speaking here, we are taking the podium as something as safeguard for us. But I could see that you are much comfortable standing here and speaking. So that way, and you are comfortable, I could see that it's a good thing. Also, I could see you are using the hand gesture very effectively. You have done that well. So that way, I think body language, when I could see you doing it good. One thing that can improve is about voice modulation. I can see that also you're doing that. When you explained about 25,000 entrepreneurs, I could see that you were using it 25,000. Maybe in other cases, for example, you said 80 offices in 90 different countries. You can elongate more or give more stress to that. So that the people will feel okay. Even having one office in one city or village also very difficult. When someone is having 80 offices or 90 different countries, that's a huge thing. That can give more stress so that people will feel about that. So that is the one area where you can improve. Overall, I could see that you have used this speech very well to raise a toast for you. Maybe you could have actually raised a toast by having a glass. You could have taken the speech to the next level. With this, I conclude the evaluation and I wish you all the best. Look forward to the next.
That was a good evaluation with particular Nagappan. So coming to the next evaluation, the fourth speech was given by Toastmaster Sharma and will be evaluated by a senior consultant working in an internal audit firm who likes traveling, adores food, and loves playing sports. He also loves any form of art. Let us welcome Toastmaster Kailash. Good evening, President, fellow Toastmasters guests. My target speaker for today, Toastmaster Sharma, delivered a level 4 project 1 speech. Purpose was to practice developing a change management plan. I must say, as the levels in Toastmasters increase, it is not teachers and team for an evaluator to evaluate the speech. Good things I like about your speech. So you started the speech with a quote from John Maxwell. Had good choice of words, you're quite eloquent in the usage of your words. The time of the speech, I could say 6 minutes 35 seconds. So usually we have a 5 to 7 minutes time. So 6 minutes 35 seconds is a good time that the speaker takes in order to deliver a speech. So that was good. You started your speech by talking about your childhood life, how you moved from Thailand to India, and how that change affected you physically as well as mentally. Then you mentioned about the role of Toastmasters in transforming yourself and your personality. A few recommendations that I would like to give you here. So while you are delivering your speech, you suddenly look at this behind. So that transition I feel was a little abrupt for all the guests and Toastmasters who were present here listening to your speech. So I could recommend you to not distract the audience from looking at you. You could still maintain the eye contact with your audience. Secondly, I could see that the use of mic was redundant. So you use the mic, you did some gestures like this. So I would say that you could have used your mic like this, or you could have kept your mic and you could have delivered your speech properly without any use of mic. Third, I would recommend you to give a good stage presence. I could see that you did not move from the podium. I could recommend you that whenever you started your speech by talking about childhood, you could have started it from here. And as you transform your life, you could have ended your speech by coming over here. Overall, I felt the objective of the project was achieved because the objective says that you have to develop a change management plan, and that got achieved when you mentioned about your role of essay in the Toastmasters and how you prepared for that.
any change you have to prepare in your life for that particular change. You mentioned about how district trained you, how you diligently came to the meetings at 4 p.m., how you reduced the burden of the president. And at the end, you ended the speech on a positive note by saying that change is constant and you should accept all the change with a positive mindset. So I wish you all the best for your future Toastmasters.
Now, we all have a timer's report. So now we will vote for the best evaluator.
I have launched the online poll express.
Yes. Is everyone charged up or been excited for having an ice cream or vada or samosa? Yeah. Raise your voices. Now we are coming to the next interesting part. Now let's test the ability to think fast and speak impromptu in table topic session. The topic master is someone who is an IT professional working as an engineer in the company called Six Sense Insights. He loves sketching. Let us welcome Toastmaster Kailash.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes. Yes.
All right, thanks. Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. I, Toastmaster Kailash, welcome you all to second part of the meeting, table topic session. The purpose of the table topics is to develop the ability to think on your feet and speak on impromptu topic. I am going to invite some Toastmasters and guests to speak on a topic age. If called speaker are present in a physical meeting, they have to come on a stage to speak on a given topic. And if the speakers are present in a virtual meeting, they have to turn their video on and speak on given topic. And yes, our club has a policy to invite guests who follow the dress code. Hence, I'll be inviting folks based on this policy. To qualify for the voting, the speaker must speak between 1 minute and 2 minutes 30 seconds. The timing sequence are: the green card will be displayed at the end of 1 minute. Yellow card will be displayed at the end of 1 minute 30 seconds. And the red card will be displayed at the end of 2 minutes. And there is an additional grace period of 30 seconds to wrap up, at the end of which the bell will ring. The first speaker I would like to call upon is Toastmaster Sakshi Pandey. Can we have her on stage?
We don't see her. You can call Varun, who is online.
Okay, yeah. So Toastmaster Varun.
Yeah, good evening, Kailash.
Good evening, Toastmaster Varun. So Toastmaster Varun, your topic is a tub of ice cream and heartbreak. What's your take? Toastmaster Varun, your topic is a tub of ice cream and heartbreak. What's your take?
Good evening, Honorable President, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The topic which I have been given, a bucket full of ice cream or heartbreak. I hope TTM Kailash sir, I have understood your topic correctly.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't wish to have either a heartbreak or a bucket full of ice cream. I do enjoy kulfis, but I'm not a very, I'm a quite a diet conscious person. So what it does is I may have the ice cream or a kulfi in a moderation. And when it comes to heartbreak, it is, I feel, a part and parcel of life, that if you have expectations, there is bound to be somewhere that expectations may not be met by the other person. And if when it comes to heartbreak, I feel the person has greater expectations, which leads to heartbreak. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Varun. The next speaker I would like to call upon is Toastmaster Dipal. Can we have him on the stage?
Yes, he's coming. Note down topic as well, please. So just move that towards the left so that you can now note down the name and the topic. You can go ahead. So start from the left corner, left and side. Don't move the board.
Good evening, Toastmaster Dipal. Your topic is, if ice cream flavors were seasoned, which season would vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry be? Toastmaster Dipal, your topic is, if ice cream flavors were seasoned, which season would vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry be?
Sorry. Okay. Did you understand the
Ice
topic?
cream could be seasoned, the vanilla strawberry one more. Chocolate could be decided about the seed. Like vanilla with seasoned chocolate. If ice cream was seasoned, strawberry could be with seasoned, vanilla could be with seasoned, and chocolate could be with seasoned.
So instead of the chocolate ice cream, what is the chocolate users maybe or around like so I prefer that maybe the chocolate and the strawberry or winter or being of Mahabalesh or a being of Pune. So that
Thanks, Toastmaster Dipal. Now, the next speaker I would like to call upon is guest Subhangi. Good evening, guest Subhangi. Your topic is your favorite ice cream memories from childhood. Guest Subhangi, your topic is your favorite ice cream memories from childhood.
Evening, sir. When I think about the first memory that I have about an ice cream, we used to get, we used to come on a trolley, a hand-driven trolley, and it used to come in a box which had cones of ice cream of different shapes. Not an ice cream, a kulfi of different shapes. And whenever the person used to ice cream, the kulfi person used to ring a bell. We used to go select the flavor and then used to dip the cone in a bucket full of water and used to remove it. So as a child, it was very amusing, and I used to think it is some kind of a very complex mechanism that they use, and they dip something into water and a kulfi comes out of it. So that's the in the earliest childhood memory that I could think about. Yeah, like we discussed about the topic for this session, ice cream has for that collected a lot of memories.
Thank you, guest Subhangi. The next speaker I would like to call upon is guest Dhiran. Guest Dhiran Reddy. Good evening, guest Dhiran. Your topic is, do you have any crazy ice cream craving stories? Guest Dhiran, do you have any crazy ice cream craving story?
Crazy or daily? So I don't have any crazy ice cream craving stories as such, but after every meal, after every spicy meal that I have, I always have the urge to have something sweet. And I won't say it is crazy, but when I was a kid and I used to have spicy meals, and my mom would forbid me from having, ice cream after the meal, after every meal. But I would just run up to my dad. My dad was, how do I say that? More lenient one among the parents. So he used to offer me some money, and I used to run. I used to finish the ice cream in front of the kirana store or the general store, and then come back home. So yeah, that would be one of the crazy stories. Thank you.
Nice. Thanks, guest Dhiran. The next speaker I would like to call upon is guest Sanket. Good evening, guest Sanket. Your topic is, which ice cream places in town are your favorites? Guest Sanket, your topic is, which ice cream places in town are your favorites?
Favorite ice cream place would be Mastani.
Sanket, you have to speak to the audience. Not to it.
Okay. Okay, so my favorite ice cream place would be Mastani. Better than Mastani, I prefer the ice cream. They serve ice cream differently, separately. And other than that, I also love naturals because the flavor of that I really like, and they have very original flavor, like in the name naturals. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
They write the gist of the topic, not the entire topic. Instead of writing your favorite place, just a favorite place.
Thank you, guest Sanket.
Write more topic.
Sorry, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Next speaker I would like to call upon is Arya Sankla. Can we have her on the stage? Good evening, Arya. Arya, your topic is, which is your favorite flavor of ice cream? Arya, your topic is, which is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Why do you like that?
Thank you, guest Arya. Next speaker I would like to call upon is Arusi. Guest Arusi.
Arusi has left.
Okay. So Atuljit, right?
Yes, left.
He's also left. Okay. Toastmaster Piyush.
Piyush is not there, but there is a lady called Zaika Faizi. You can invite her. It's online.
Guest Jaika. Okay, yeah. So can we have her on stage?
Yeah. Hi, sir. Good evening to everyone.
Good evening, Jaika.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is Zaka Faiz Mohammadi. I'm from Afghanistan. I'm doing my PhD from Symbiosis School of Economics. So
Yeah.
if I got the question correctly, I really like the vanilla flavor of ice cream.
Yeah. So your topic is, I'll be giving a topic. So guest Jaika, your topic is vanilla ice cream. Does that make you drool or scratch your face? Guest Jaika, your topic is vanilla ice cream. Does that make you drool or scratch your face?
Raika, please turn your video on and speak. Unmute yourself, please.
Am I audible right now?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for having me and letting me to talk. Thank you so much. Whenever I am prohibited from having ice cream, but whenever I am having, I prefer to have vanilla, and it neither scratch my feelings nor does do anything, but it just gave me a moment of pleasure.
Thank you, guest Jaika.
My pleasure, sir.
Yeah. So, Prasad sir, do we have any more speaker available in the room?
Time's up.
All right. So, yeah, timer. Can we have timing report for all our speakers?
3 speakers have qualified: Varun, Deepan, and Shubhangi.
All right. So now, can we have a voting for all our table topic speakers?
I have launched code for online course.
These are the 3 names.
Yeah. Varun, Deepan, and Deepan.
All right. So this concludes the table topic session, which I hope was as enjoyable for you to participate and witness as it was for me to conduct. With this, I hand over the stage to Toastmaster of the day.
Toastmaster Kailash. Thank you, Toastmaster Kailash. Now it's time for the language evaluator to come forward to give his or her comments. Let us welcome Toastmaster Akash Bodhra. Good evening once again. I will be presenting my report. Good uses that are noted during the meeting were: we had nice words like Dave, Divine, Loud 7, Secret C, Giggles, Semi Divine, Euphoric, Fragmented, or Stuck. Also, some words like conglomerate, endeavors, catalyst, emotionally receptive, special bonds, mentality. Few words like app, purposeful, with also some like eloquent and
is where there can be a little bit movement. Would be so someone used heaviness with I think it's heaviness. Polite full. I think it's this polite. Next is I is a prime example. I am the prime example. Then we have that's speakers who use word of the day. Word of the day are Toastmaster Harsh, Toastmaster Nandan, Toastmaster Professor, Toastmaster Sumi sir, Toastmaster Kailash, Toastmaster Nagappan sir, Toastmaster Kailash. I like to give a round of applause for them. I like to compliment. Coming to the next part. Now we will have a counter report. I'd like to welcome Toastmaster Vijay Shetty.
Good evening, Toastmaster President, VP, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. We often find ourselves using crutch words or killers like or you know, or meaningless sound like when we are searching for right words. To say such crutch words distract from our speeches and give the impression that we are not well prepared. Instead, try just pausing a moment while you straighten your thoughts. This will help to reduce our reliance on those words and ensure clear, eloquent speech. I will now be presenting my report. The first speaker for today, Yash Jagate, is more unusual for this. 3 repeated words and more than 5 hours. Nandan Gojraj, 2 hours, no repeated words and 1 unusual pause. About Tej Sharma, more than 5 hours, 1 repeated word and more than 5 unusual pauses. But her his speech was very, very good. About the Varun, 3 hours, 1 pauses and more than 5 hours. And Toastmasters Neha Sakla was the flawless with no hours, no repeated words except unusual pause. Else her speech was fond of each and three. With this, I conclude my report and I hand over the stage to Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay. Here, someone was observing the proceedings of the entire meeting. Now, she will give her comments. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Yeah, yes.
Hello. Before I speak, where's my triple chocolate sundae? I'm gonna talk a lot. I need some ice cream. The meeting went really, really smoothly. I have nothing much to comment about. The meeting started on time. Good job introducing the role players. It was nice that the Toastmaster of the day talked about a few informations about the sweet, like the cookie and the ice cream. Very yummy. Are you trying to make us hungry or are you trying to feed our knowledge? What is your purpose? I like the whole announcement on the offer to go get some ice cream after the meeting. Can you guys grab me ice cream on the way? You guys did very well. The meeting started on time, introducing the role players, talking about each role player, what they're going to do. Speech sessions. Good job, all the speakers. You are all the winner. All of you are the best speaker. I like the idea of using the microphone to become louder. In the evaluation session, for the first time, normally when I'm the GE, I'm the one who's introducing the evaluators. So for the first time, I see a Toastmaster the day introduce the evaluators. First time I see that. Thank you for telling me in advance that it's the Toastmaster that's gonna introduce the evaluators, not me. Good job, evaluators. You are all the winners. And in table topic session, you made us all hungry. We really deserve some ice cream. All in all, it was a great session, great meeting. I saw a few changes. Normally, I don't face it in my club, but it was good to give it a shot. All I did was just keep an eye on the meeting and tell you my feedback. I didn't have to introduce the evaluators. All in all, it was a great meeting. Thank you all for having me. Hopefully, I will take up another role and join you again when I find the time. Maybe I'll be your speaker in the next meeting. Thank you for having me, and good job to all role players, Toastmasters of the Day, Table Topic Masters, speakers, evaluators, grammarian. You all did a very good job. I say we are all winners. We all deserve a big scoop of ice cream. Now allow me to hand over the screen back to the Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Toastmaster Azim. Now, we have reached to the concluding part of this evening. As now it's a moment of glory for some of us. Let us invite our president to give away the certificate of the best speakers and give his closing address.
Before that, I would like to launch the poll for best role player and best auxiliary role player. So first, we'll launch the poll for best auxiliary role player. The people who are qualified for that will be told to us by the timer. Okay. So other than that, others would have qualified. Okay. General evaluation is the other. I launched poll for best auxiliary role player. Sajid Jasbir, Timer Tamanna, and our counter Vijay Shetty are qualified. Please cast your vote. There are two slips here. So write the one which is called the best auxiliary role player first. Now I'm launching the poll called best role player. Jasbir, will you be able to collect those slips as well? Or first,
No, I did it.
Okay. Don't mix these two. Yeah. So the best role player, there are two qualifiers. Toastmasters of the day, Dhalge, and table topics master Kailash. Please cast your vote based on these two. Among these two.
And give the best role player. Best role player.
Okay, you collect best role player and enroll him after you speak out.
Best role player.
we declare the results for the best speakers, best evaluator, best developer speaker, etc. Let's have quick feedback from our guests here present here today. Starting with Bali. Please state what you like, because you might not know the entire Toastmasters program, so it will not be prudent for you to criticize on something you didn't like, because you might not be aware. Just tell us what you like.
I like the agenda. It's a very constructed. The entire session was planned and executed in a constructive way. The feedback mechanism, taking feedback from the guests, giving a opportunity, giving to me as an advisor. The guests are also part of the session. All the members are very helpful. It is very scary to speak to still here for the first time.
We'll hold our applause till the end. Let everyone speak. Tell us the name once more. Saurabh? Mostly.
So my feedback related because I'm getting to connected with so many different types of people. And first, I four members with different perspective. I am getting to their perspective. The way of sharing the ideas and the way of delivering speech is quite comfortable with people. And the agenda is a very constructive matter. It is designed very constructive matter. So that's the feedback.
I request guests not to repeat what somebody else has said and restrict your feedback for about 15 seconds. If you have to say anything more than that, there is a column here called overall feedback about the club. On the slips, we can write about that over there.
My name is Siddesh Vandey, and two important things I like. That first, the impact is being made, because I saw some people struggling in public speaking, and due to this process only that will improve. So I thought that whatever the objective of this club is, I saw that being fulfilled, and I think the communications were very crystal clear from the vice president, and that thing also writing everything down, it shows that the things were very organized. So yeah, I like.
Hello, my name is Ankit, and one thing that I liked about this session is that proper division of the subsession and proper time division of these sessions. So it is very much organized, and almost due to this, almost everybody gets a chance to speak, and they feel more confident about that after every session.
Hello, Dhiren, and I really appreciate how everyone listens to everyone's speeches, and that also with a very positive attitude. And another thing that I like the most is how there are evaluators after the previous speeches, because that helps people to improve on whatever they're going wrong in. And I think that is really great. Thank you for listening.
I have a very general comment. I after Mr. Bose that this meeting was very inclusive.
Arya, how did you find the meeting? Did you like the meeting? Okay, so we have heard from all our guests. Now there are a couple of announcements. Our club has won many awards. The award ceremony is going on online right now. On our way of Prabir is attending that. And the trophies will reach my home or the respective officer's home later on during the week or fortnight. But
function right now is only online. They haven't had any opportunity to plan a session in person. Otherwise, we could have been there and we would have stopped the meeting for some other day. Then we have the next two meetings, which will be at the same place, maybe in the other hall, but they will be hybrid as well. You can join either online or offline. The dress code remains, so I request all those who are not dressed properly, please dress in a decent manner as per our dress code. We will circulate the dress code list with your college one more time so that everyone is aware of that. Just be how long it is going to take for results. After the awards are distributed, certificates are distributed, we all will gather here for a quick photo. And then we'll discuss and we'll go to the canteen where we have arranged. So you have to announce the guests. Yeah. So all the guests here will be briefed by DTM Nagappan over here. Please meet him while we pack things and we go there and you that is possible. Okay, so the results are in. I just sign the names and yeah.
Wanna hear my feedback? Hello?
Hello. Yes.
Do you wanna hear my feedback? Sorry?
You spoke already.
He gave the feedback of the entire meeting.
Yeah, I thought you were calling out to me, that's all.
So if you want to say something in less than a minute, please go ahead.
Just wanted to thank you. Just wanted to send my many thanks again for having me here. I really enjoyed the meeting and I enjoyed this talk about ice cream. I actually had ice cream during the speech session. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Now we declare the results. The best speaker for today goes to Arya Sankla's mother. Okay, so we'll move here. One photo at a time. Then we can ask. Thank you. The best evaluated today goes to Ravin Shetty. We have to add an extra line in our agenda because of Praveen who hasn't completed DTM yet. Once he completes that, that line will not be there. So we hope next month to complete that so that we can save some space on the agenda. The best ever topic speaker is not present here. It's Dr. Varun Miglani. We'll give the certificate next week. The best role player today, he was the Toastmaster of the day 3 weeks back. He struggled that time. It was an online meeting. Today he came back with a greater performance. Let's invite Dhalge. Role player goes to Jasmeer Chandok, so somebody else will have to take note for it. and look at the appropriate camera. Thank you. We will be having a party soon. Once we get all those trophies in our hand, we will have meeting where we have party such as dinner. If the meeting is conducted here, there is a canteen below here. Not canteen, it's a dining hall where we'll make special arrangements for our dinner and we'll gather there after the meeting so that we can have dinner together. So please let us know. We will float a query on our group whether you are attending that or not. But you need to confirm in advance and pay the vendor for the party in advance. Please confirm yes or no and then stick to that. Don't change your opinion or don't change your option that you have given. Okay. With that, I think we can call this meeting to an end. So please gather here for photo first. Then we will go down. The meeting is